when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And Charbonnet once again. Ooh, the juke. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and finally.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Charbonnet, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Late groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw Penix. And he's taken down here by the Saints. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Picked up by Pete Werner. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Saints. First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's a gain of 10.
Throwing, shot.
First down, Saints.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Falcons, nothing.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Robinson up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Charbonnet, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Penix going to hold on to it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. To throw is Shuck. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd down and 6. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Down the right sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
And looking to throw, Penix. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here now a 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and long. To the sideline and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
In motion, the tight end.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
Short throw caught by Pitts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Penix working out of the gun here. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Here we go, set.
That's out quickly to London. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. For Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Charbonnet. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In trouble, and he's taken down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Shuck, 78 yards. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it is 28-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, good move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Falcons now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be third, and he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
60 Bison.
On play action, Chuck. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A run now with Charbonnet. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
Now run by Charbonnet. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the carry, Charbonnet. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 201 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. There's Charbonnet once again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Zach Charbonnet taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Working to put a drive together.
Off play action, here's Penix. Can't get away, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Now it's the backup Cousins.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. It's Cousins on the sneak.
And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. Fourth down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Groupie for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers of ball carry. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st down.
And now the rookie's free. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
21-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Second and 10.
Quincy Riley on the coverage.
Throwing, Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in